out there, mothers of nation, I greet you all. I believe you have been watching this program all along. We had talked about Eve, about Sarah, about, well, we had Agar also, and today we are going to talk about Mother Rebekah. With me now is someone that is very dear to my heart, someone that is a mother of nations among men. Among men. And when I say, sure, you know where I'm coming from. This woman with me today is Captain Bolaji Akin-Britto.
Thank you very much.
She is a retired naval captain. And she's retired, but soldiers know they tire. They're always at work. This woman is very active. I know her personally. She's very active. She cannot sit still. She must be doing something, shiny. And she loves to cook, like every mother of nations. You must love to cook. You know, last week also we had somebody whose cooking is also, and our sister here also loves to cook.
That's my hobby.
It's how we should visit her often. Yes. So today we are going to talk about Mother Rebekah. And we are going to discuss Mother Rebekah, but before that, let me ask her. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
When you hear about Mother Rebekah, what comes to your mind?
Rebekah, you know, the Bible pictured her as beautiful and a virgin.
Yes.
That you cannot see. That's what the Bible told us. It's a hidden, yeah, because when you read the Bible about her, you cannot see the beauty, and you cannot know if she's a virgin or not. But the Bible said she was beautiful and a virgin. But reading through about her, what readily came to mind is Rebekah was caring, hospitable, responsive, and very trusting. Rebekah was accommodating.
Yeah.
Rebekah could, homely, you know.
Okay.
Very homely.
Thank you very much for that brief description about Rebekah's character. Her virtues,
Yeah.
that we believe all women, all mothers of nations. You know, we have told ourselves that once you're a mature woman, you are a mother of nations.
Yeah.
You do not know where God is taking you to. Everyone around you are supposed to be treated by you like your own child. So we were introduced to Rebekah through Eliza. We don't have time to go through how Eliza got there. But the thing is that Eliza was looking for a woman for her master's son. Looking for a wife for her master's son. And she actually prayed to God before getting to the well. It's like she was confused. Can you imagine? Oh yeah, go and get a wife for my child. So he must have been confused, and then he looked up and asked God to please send him somebody that is befitting for a child of our master. That's Abraham was the master. And that when he gets to the well, whoever does it, whoever did that will be the woman he will pick for the son of his master. So what happened from there?
I would say that Rebekah was God ordained.
Okay.
Rebekah was someone Eliza prayed for.
I believe so too.
But apart from that, I will also say that Rebekah was who she was as at that time. She has those attributes in her, and that was why she was the one that came to the well.
Would you say God had pre-planned this?
Yes. That God had pre-planned it. But at the same time, Rebekah herself was what God has made her to be.
Yes.
And that was why she was the one sent. Yes, she was the one sent. There were many women. The Bible said it was in the evening when women come to the well to fetch water. Why was it that it was Rebekah that came first and not any other woman?
She fitted into
Yes, she fitted into it. God knew what he had built in Rebekah, and that was why Rebekah came in as at that time.
All right. So I see Rebekah as a young virgin. We said the Bible says she was a young virgin,
yeah,
and well behaved and so on. So how do we mothers? How do you advise mothers concerning bringing up our girls for marriage?
Very good question. Bringing up our girls for
marriage
is
your daughters.
Bringing up our daughters for marriage starts with you.
Okay.
Who am I? When you have a child, your child should read through you. Your child should be built from what you are. What am I in the home? What am I inside the house? What do I do? How do I relate?
The mirror.
Yes, I should be the mirror to my daughters. It will start from there. Apart from teaching, it's very easy to say, do this, don't do this, do that, But when the daughter sees what the mother is in the house, you're already preparing. What am I to my husband that happens to be the father of that daughter? When my husband says, oh, do this, do I obey, do I submit? Do I take care of the
what
home?
You expect from your daughter
should start from me. Should reflect. Yes, it should reflect from me. Even though apart from that, I should also teach it. Because it's possible that the child will somehow be carried away, and being a child might not be, might not notice what she's supposed to notice in me. So yes, I should also take time to counsel.
Teaching,
yes, exactly.
And know
what to do at one time or the other.
And also preparing our girls for motherhood. How do we prepare them for motherhood?
House course. The house chores.
House chores.
Yes, and these days we want housemates. Our children go to work. Our children go to school. The parents go to work, and you have housemaid in the house. Don't bring in an housemaid to take over the responsibility of your children in the house. Yeah. Let them just be helpers to the children. Train them together. Bring them up together. The housemaid that comes to the house is just to ease whatsoever is in the house. Teach your daughter to know how to cook. Teach your daughter to know how to sweep. Teach your daughter to know how to lay the bed. When you wake up, what do you do? When you wake up, how do you greet? And don't just get out of the bed and you expect someone to come and make the bed for you. Okay. You expect someone to go to the kitchen, make your food for you. So that's how you prepare them for motherhood too.
Thank you very much. So I remember when we were growing, we this generation, we believe our mothers were too tough on us.
Of course.
And so I realized that these days our children decide that they're going to be soft on their children. How do you see that? Because I'm noticing that in our children. It's like our parents have been too harsh for us, so I don't want it to be so with my children.
We are old school.
And we agree.
I will still want to believe on the days of our mothers. We should be tough, but at the same time, when you are tough, also draw them close to you. Yes. Not just too tough anyway. You have to start by initially trying to let them know, teaching. It is when you teach, when you teach and letting them know why, and they are not getting to know what you are trying to imbibe in them, then you can introduce the cane, or whichever way you want to bring them to understand what you are doing. You can introduce the cane. I don't want to believe that cane should go completely. But the cane can just be gradual. It might be gradual and just small. You start small.
All right, thank you so much.
But at the same time, when you beat, you also draw back. Don't beat and then discard.
Now, Rebekah, back to Rebekah.
Yes.
Rebekah, unlike Sarah, who virtually brought Hagar and dashed her husband to make babies for. she also had the problem of having children. I studied Isaac. It's like Isaac was a gentleman. Doesn't like maybe pampered child, Isaac. And so
a child got out of old age too.
So of course. So he was this gentleman where there's no baby, we'll keep trying, we'll keep praying. But Rebekah was a tough woman.
Well, it's natural.
What mothers, waiting mothers should be.
It's actually natural. You need to be in that state to understand the plight of Rebekah. You know, when you are waiting, anybody that is waiting for something, you will definitely get agitated. You might not even know what you are doing as at that time.
Yeah.
But thank God that when she was frustrated. Thank God that when she got agitated, the husband could go to the Lord on her behalf and pray.
That is beautiful.
Yes, I don't know whether
what
she prayed before. I don't know.
Because they said the Lord that he entreated the Lord in prayer for his wife.
Yes.
So that is.
Well, I don't know whether Rebekah was praying herself.
I didn't know,
the Bible did not say that.
The Bible said
he
held on to the husband.
Yes.
He must give me a baby by force.
The husband was a God. The husband was a God.
Yes. So instead of confronting your wife, your husband, and believing that it's only your husband that can do the trick, we are saying, allow God also.
Yes.
Allow God also, and let Him wade in and come to your rescue. Yes, we thank God. Isaac entreated the Lord, and the Lord heard him, and Rebekah conceived, and she became Mama Bitch. Isaac became Papa Bitch. They were given two boys, and there was a turbulent time during the pregnancy, and then she prayed.
Yes.
She prayed. She actually asked the Lord, what is happening?
She said, it is not well with me.
Yeah, yes.
She said, it is not well with me.
So tell us about it and what women should do when they're going through this kind of issue during pregnancy or in any issue or any situation.
God should be first in everything. You know, she had that problem. She knew that it was not well with her. She knew that this was not real. And she said, let me seek the Lord. So every mother, whether in pregnancy or whatsoever challenges we have in life, the first thing we should do is to go to the Lord. Okay. Go to the Lord for help. So that was a good thing she did then. Okay. Unlike the other time that she saw the husband as her God. You know, her prayer then was to Isaac. But this time around, she knew that there's a living God that she could go to.
So what we are saying now in this is that at all times,
we should go to the Lord.
We should be prayerful. We should make God our prayerful. Pray to God at all times. Even when there's problem, when there's no problem, wherever, so that when there's real problem, it won't take time.
Yes.
Because we would have been
very close to God. Yes, you are used to it.
So thank you very much. So she got the twins, got the twins. Jacob and Esau. But because before that, I just want us to, I noticed something that is common between Sarah and the daughter-in-law, Rebekah, though they never met. You remember Abraham, when he got to Egypt, with the beautiful Sarah, said, don't let them kill me. Just tell them you're my sister. The same thing happened to Rebekah.
Yeah.
And then we saw Rebekah also, like Sarah, being very obedient.
Yes.
You know, helping her husband, because it's not easy.
Yes.
Telling you to go to somebody when you know your husband is there, you go and pretend you are the wife. But God planned everything, and everything smoothened out. Yeah. So she also waited to have her twins, Esau and
Jacob and Esau.
Yes. And then the twins grew. And Isaac and Rebekah virtually divided the children among themselves. Your own is Jacob, my own is Esau. You know, and what do we see there? What happened?
Sorry, before that point,
okay,
I want to go back to what happened when Rebekah prayed.
Okay, I missed that too.
Yeah, no, that relates to what happens now. I want to relate it. That's why I'm going back.
Good.
You prayed, and the Lord revealed to you that you have two nations, two
Inside of
peoples.
Two nations.
Yes, two nations,
Mhm.
two peoples.
Mhm.
And the one that really baffled me was that the Lord revealed to you
Yes.
that the senior will serve the junior. And as a mother, you thought that was real? You thought that was comfortable? The Lord, you knew it was not real for you when you were having turbulence in your pregnancy. You went to the Lord. And the Lord said, the senior will serve the junior. Papa, that's a great thing. If I were Rebekah, I would take it very serious.
She
I don't,
in another way.
Yeah.
Go on.
Why I would take it serious is no mother wants a senior
To serve
the junior.
She
Even in as much as you don't want the junior to serve the senior, I will go further to meet with the Lord. Father, I don't want
This is
this.
not right.
How would you help me? But she didn't do that.
She helped herself.
She helped herself. So when the two children came, you know, they were two different individuals. And remember the Bible said Isaac loves games. Because when he wanted that food, he told Esau, the type that I love. So that means that because Esau was into games, Isaac loves food. And because of that, he loved Esau.
Yes. You know what I think? I want to believe that Jacob was this quiet one, homely, domestic young man.
Yes.
And so was very useful to the mother.
Of course.
In
And
the
again,
kitchen
remember
as well.
he was the second. You know, babies
I know.
in the house.
I know.
You know how babies are to
Yes,
mothers,
yes.
the last born of the
And
house.
I want us to note something, that for every woman, we have actually noted that she should have entreated God, to talk to God about it.
Of course.
But you know what? When any woman knows that a child is weak, even if it's among 20 children, it is that weak one that always draws the love and the strength of the mother.
Yes.
So I guess that was the problem.
Yes, that could be.
Then, like you said, Esau was the outgoing one. He would go hunting, he would kill this, bring it home, blah, blah,
And
blah.
the father loved food.
And the father loved food. Isaac loved food.
So he drew that to himself.
That made them very close.
Exactly.
So, is that it? Would I say, I want you to tell us the issues that we bring to ourselves when we cause sibling rivalry by you loving one, me loving one, or maybe there are 10, you love so many, and that one. How would the children feel? What is the consequence?
Really, if I look at the two of them or looking at the family, I'll say there's nothing wrong for Isaac to love Esau because Esau makes the food he likes. But it is wrong.
More.
Yes, but it should not be, it should not be something you love and it's so glaring and you now make it to be that you love this more than that. That is what is wrong there. Well, Esau was always there to make the food for him, to get the game he wanted. There's nothing wrong. But a situation whereby you now cause that segregation between the two, that is exactly what is wrong. That is what we should watch against as mothers,
Yes, mothers. I want us to really zero in at the mother, because Rebekah actually caused the problem by saying, oh yeah, all the tricks she taught the boy. The boy actually became a trickster.
Yes.
In the process. He said, put on this glove, pretend you are this, change your voice, blah, 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 blah. That was too much. How far can a mother go in setting up their children to their
Do you know, I got worried looking at Rebekah that I read from initial stage. I said a beautiful lady, hospitable, caring, accommodating. I could not imagine that swift change.
She wanted a balance, kind of. God has told her this one is the senior. So she wanted to make it to come to pass. That's what I think. Or what do you think? So the junior will serve the senior, and now you see the junior as the weak.
I wanted to see it as if probably she was careless. She was careless from the beginning. God said the senior will serve the senior. You didn't take cognizance of that, and then you are now behaving.
She woke up and found herself as
aiding.
reality.
Yes. The thing is coming to reality, and then you were so careless. You were not even trying to guard against it. You understand? You threw yourself into it, and you just allow things to work the way that it has been ordained by God, which would I say it was well.
That God knows how to handle things.
Yes, God can handle it, because why should you be you helping God to come to pass
what He has determined?
Yes,
so should it be you? Talk about that?
No, we should be careful.
When God determines something, can we change it?
When God determines, where's the place of prayer? Where's the place of crying to God? God, I don't want it. God, why? Why this? Why should it be? You know, our God is a compassionate God. Our God is a loving God. Why? We need to cry. Rebekah did not cry to the Lord.
And unfortunately, the way she twisted the whole thing, she was at a loss. Because Esau turned into a wild person and then left the parents and then determined to kill this twin brother at all costs. And then the twin brother had to run away.
Remember,
so by the time two of them came back, Rebekah was gone.
Yeah.
So she didn't eat.
You even remember that it was even Rebekah that arranged the running away of Jacob from the brother. So because she knew that the brother was. So she wasn't helping issues. She was not helping issues. So mothers, we should be very careful. We should be extremely careful for such things. You know what happens that I've noticed? A sibling rivalry that we allow, probably unknown to us. There's this cultural belief that if you are the senior, the junior must respect, even when the senior is doing something wrong, you don't want to caution that, go any now, she's your senior, you to accept it, I'm not saying that we should bring the we should handle it with wisdom, know a way to let the senior know that, oh no, you also cannot do this, and then know the way you talk to the junior and say, this is your senior, you should know how you respect your senior and things like that. We should handle with wisdom.
Thank you very much, Captain. You really opened our eyes to see some of the things we really didn't see. And so, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And women out there, mothers of nations out there, want to tell you, sibling rivalry is very dangerous. These issues started from Isaac and Ishmael. It's, brought out so much issues that we are handling up till now. This one, I think Jacob was the father of I know Jacob was the father of the Jews. Jacob, he became Israel later. When he changed from all this cunning thing that the mother has taught her. She became Israel. And then Esau was the father of the Moabites and so on, and they were enemies at the time. Edomites. They were enemies at the time. So we should be very careful that we do not allow this to happen in our own time. When you have even 20 children, you have 20 different personalities, characters, capabilities, and so many, and manners and attitudes. So let's be sure we handle this children that God has given us with wisdom and prayerfully. Thank you very much. Like our program, share it, and subscribe to it. God bless you.